My ex says she misses me. What do I do? Hello and welcome back to Love Advice TV. If this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and become part of the community. If you've already been part of the community for quite some time, welcome back. My name is Danny and I'm one of the head coaches here at the With My Ex Again project and Happily Committed, and obviously on the channel that we are on today, which is our Love Advice TV channel. So what are we talking about? We are talking about being in a situation, right, where your ex is telling you that they miss you. This can be incredibly confusing, exciting, but confusing, right? Because if you are in this situation, you are probably feeling conflicted. There is a little bit of fear and hesitation because you don't want to get hurt again. There is always the potential or the possibility that there might be a second breakup or a third breakup or whatever the case may be. And all these things are running through our head, but we also see a chance, an opportunity to reconnect with our ex and possibly build something better, something new. So you're probably frozen. If that is the case, I understand. You're not alone. And this is something that has happened many, many, many times before with many other clients. So the question becomes, how do you navigate this? How do you approach this situation so that you position yourself in the best possible light and give yourself the best opportunity to reconnect? The first thing that you want to take into consideration is you have to evaluate your feelings. How are you feeling, right? So you're sitting there, you get a phone call or you get a text message and you look at it and it says, I miss you. How are you feeling? Your heart's probably racing. You're probably sitting here overthinking everything, confused, or maybe you're not. You're cool as a cucumber and you are not reactive whatsoever to that message, right? It's really important to evaluate how you are feeling in the moment. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if for any reason that message gave you a ton of anxiety and you started to stress out and you're starting to overthink things, you are probably not ready quite yet to try to reconnect and build something new. And the reason for why I'm saying that is because if you lead with anxiety, if you lead with fear, you're going to be walking on eggshells the entire time that you are trying to rebuild a new dynamic. I don't want you second guessing yourself. I don't want you overthinking everything. I want you to be you. I want you to feel good. And one of the tips that I give clients all the time is you are ready to reconnect with your ex when you have come to a place of emotional neutrality. That does not mean that you are indifferent. It just means that you have come to accept the fact that it is possible that it may not work out or it might work out. And either way, you are okay with the outcome. So even if you have some butterflies, even if you feel anxious a little bit, that is normal. But it's also about being able to take a step back and say, okay, I am feeling a little anxious. I am feeling the butterflies, but I'm okay with the outcome. You know, if I reach out and things don't work out, that's okay. It's going to suck, but I will be fine. As long as you are in that mental headspace, you are ready to re-engage. The second thing is take it slow. You know, take your time with it. There is going to be some emotional unpacking that has to happen here. You know, maybe you haven't fully processed the breakup yet. Maybe it's only been a few weeks since the breakup or a couple of months, and you are just getting to that place where you are feeling grounded again and yourself again. Make sure you are prioritizing your healing process and you are prioritizing your life in this moment, because it is incredibly important to maintain a sense of independence throughout the re-engaging process and the reconnection, right? You want to try to be as much of yourself as you were in the beginning of the relationship when you first started. Things are different, of course. The situation is different because you've had experiences with this person and you've built memories and you connected emotionally, and then it didn't work out and now you're trying to reconnect. So of course, the experience is going to feel a little different, but that doesn't take away from the fact that having a strong sense of self and a strong sense of self-confidence is important in the reconnecting process. The third thing here is the process is not linear. I want you to fully understand that, and I want to be transparent with this, right? Oftentimes, I think a lot of people feel that when you start to re-engage an ex and things seem to be working out great and the connection is amazing again, that it's going to only go like this. The process is like this. It's not linear. There are going to be ups and there's going to be downs. There's still some emotional unpacking that has to happen. There's still some hesitation that's going to be there. But that does not mean that you cannot progress over a period of time. But again, recognize that there may be a week where you guys are talking all the time and things seem to be going great, and then they back off a little bit. That's not the time to panic. It's just time to give them a little bit of space because they are probably also processing themselves and hesitant themselves. That is absolutely normal. So do not freak out if that happens. And the last thing here is really focusing on the 3 C's, right? Remaining cool, calm, and collected. Those are the 3 things that you want to do. And the reason for why is because you want to create a new dynamic. You want to create an environment that is comfortable, that's easy, that's relaxed. Because in doing that, they feel more inclined to come around and spend more time and be more vulnerable and open up and drop their defenses, right? If you're constantly bringing up the relationship, if you're always wanting to know what you did wrong, if you're constantly trying to engage them with those types of things, you're going to push them away because they're going to have their walls up and feel defensive because they may not necessarily want to discuss conflict. And at the end of the day, that relationship is over. You should have grieved and released that prior to trying to build and connect something new. And if this is something that you're struggling with, and if you feel like you need the guidance or the help, I'm more than happy to help you do that. This is something that I do with clients all the time. I work with them to gain new perspective, to rebuild your self-confidence and position yourself in such a way that you have the opportunity to re-engage your ex in a more positive way and potentially get back together, right? So if this is something that you are wanting and you're just feeling a little bit lost, again, more than happy to help you through that situation. I will provide you with a link in the description box down below for a one-on-one coaching session. Feel free to click on that link. And if you want to get started today, we absolutely can, so that you feel like you have control of yourself again and of the situation. Regardless of that fact, please make sure you're leaving a comment down below. Any questions that you may have, if this is an experience that you've been through, maybe even just what you want to see on the channel. Like, what's the next video that you would like to see us do? We pay attention to all of that. I try to interact with you guys as much as possible in the comment section. I try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. And it's because at the end of the day, this is your channel. We created this community for you. So your engagement, your opinions, your experiences matter. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you found this video helpful. If you felt like you needed a little bit more, if you feel like you need to maybe understand the concept or how to approach this a little bit more, you can also always go to our website, which is www.withmyexagain.com, where we have a ton of articles and blogs related to this subject and many other subjects as well. But as I said, the best thing that you can do for yourself is book that one-on-one coaching session, because it will help you to gain new perspective and get you unstuck. I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.